everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will be bringing you with us today. So it's our Saturday and Sunday routine here in Austria, and basically it's just cleaning, cooking and doing other stuff, but I will show you the rest of the day. So it's a weekend time here in Austria. As you all know that I am studying here in a language course in Austria as learning their language. So I'm always busy during Mondays to Fridays, but Saturday and Sunday I do have much of the time. So I am started cleaning here on our living room, or our living room, and of course we had our breakfast already, and on our breakfast we had coffee, bread, and that's just it. So here in the kitchen I started cleaning on the countertop. It's not that messy, but most of the time is very messy, especially during Mondays to Fridays because we don't have much time to clean, and every morning I have to wake up early and my husband will prepare for my breakfast, and then the whole day he's so busy, and after I got home from school and I'm also busy. So by the way, I'm talking so much on this video, and I'm started vacuuming here on our living room. So the living room is where the sofa is right now, and then the red sofa on the other side is our dining area. So it's just a whole flat or whole space here. So I'm very sorry if my English is not that good because I'm not always speaking English here in Austria. As a Filipina, I started learning their language, and it's a German or Deutsch language. So my words or the words is very different, and I'm not used to English anymore. Now I am vacuuming here on the floor. So this is the hallway, and after that I started cooking our lunch. So this is the first meal that I prepared. I am going to make a pumpkin soup. It's a homemade pumpkin soup made by me, of course. So I started peeling the pumpkin and slicing it into a cube size so that it's easy to boil and cook. And then I get a pan, and then I boil a water here and added the pumpkin, and of course I'm going to add white onion and then garlic just to combine and have a taste. So after it's boiling or started boiling, when it started to cook, and then I separated or I added a salt here, and of course a pepper. So I added a lot of pepper because my husband really loves it spicy, and I do have a chili here but I didn't add chili. So after that I get my stub mixer, and I'm using this for blending all the this smoothie, I don't know what it's called, but to make all this pumpkin into small pieces, and so it becomes a completely soup, and it's quite good and it works well. And then after that I'm going to add milk here. So I'm just using a regular milk that we purchase here in the grocery store in Austria. So this is now the pumpkin soup that I am going to serve to my husband. So it's a Saturday pumpkin soup, and tomorrow Sunday I'm going to make another soup. So I just added a basil there and just making a photo here just to post. And of course I started making my meal. So I had here these chickens, and I cut it into cubes and then or small pieces or small bite pieces, and then I fried it. And then after, when it's golden brown, I added the onion, soy sauce, and of course the garlic to get rid of the stinky smell or other thing. And then I added this pepper, and then of course I added laurel here, and of course I added a little water. And this is now the final or the finished product of my adobo. So this one we call it chicken adobo because it's chicken, and when it's a pork, of course we will call it pork adobo, and it looks tasty, and I eated it twice or thrice, I think. Afternoon, it is quiet, sunshine or good weather outside here in Austria. So I decided to go out in the garden, and then I get some soil because I am going to plant indoor a chili, because we had last summer a friend of my husband gave us a chili, and there's a bowl. So I'm going to try it, or to try to replant it if it will grow. Going to the supermarket here in Austria, and we are driving to another city or another village because we always like to buy to that supermarket. And then I don't have much video, so here is our cart. It's a 2 weeks food supply for us, and it's a necessary food for us. Of course, after we got home, I started organizing all the stuff that we bought, and then all the breads and the frozen ones we put in the refrigerator. And of course I have here the rice, which is a 5-kilo rice, because of course you're not a Filipina if you don't eat rice. So I always had rice every meal, And now that my husband sees me that I'm always eating rice, and then he's also eating rice the same thing with me. And of course we had vegetables for making smoothie every night for health dinner. So my husband is not going to eat anything for dinner, and I do have here an eggplant and I'm going to fry here. And of course late next day or Sunday, I'm going to make another soup or pumpkin soup. So I do have here water, and of course I'm going to put all these pumpkin, white onion, garlic, and of course I will season it later with pepper. And of course I will add soup when it's boiling or after that. By the way, I added so much of pepper here because my husband loves it. And of course I added soup or salt. And by the way, I'm not going to use the stub mixer today because the stub mixer is on the dishwasher, and then it's still 1 hours before it's finished, and I don't have much time anymore. So I just take it out of the pan, and then I'm going to blend it because we do have here a blender that can make a soup, so like this one. So we can also make a sauce here if we would like to, but hopefully in the near future, the next year, we would be able to make a sauce here. So by the way, I'm sorry for the way how I'm speaking because it's so fast. Like it is very difficult to make a voiceover, you know. And this is now, I'm going to blend this. I'm going to put it back again in the pan, and then I will let it boil again, and so it will like cook well. And of course I'm going to add here a little milk, and when it's finally boiling, then I'm going to plate it and put it on the plate to serve with my husband or for my husband. Husband's lunch is here. I have chicken and I grilled it on the oven, and of course a potato. And now I'm going to start making my lunch again. So I don't know what's this lunch about, but I am started frying this chicken here. So I do have, I think it's part of the chicken thigh, and then after this I added this garlic and white onion again, and I'm going to add this last part of the pumpkin, and then I also added aubergine or eggplant here. And of course I'm going to add this coconut milk, so that I think it's a Filipino food. Yeah, it's a Filipino food that I'm going to have for lunch today. So it's a Sunday lunch and it's a cheat day lunch. So I'm just started to boiling it or letting it to cook. And yeah, and then after that in the evening I started making this mango float. So I do have here a mango, and then I do whipped cream here. I do have cream, and then I added this layer of biscuit, mango, and this cream, and this is like my dessert already. So after I make my dessert, I started making my husband's smoothies. A routine already that every evening I am going to make his smoothie. So I do slice here an apple, a banana, and then I added the honey, and of course I added the red currant which I had last summer. And of course later next morning I'm started making our breakfast. So by the way, this is our breakfast on Sunday, and I don't know why this is on the end of the video. And then after that I started having my laundry here. So this is the last part of my video, I think. So I do make my laundry and started separating the colored ones, and then I load it, and then I think it's finished, and I don't have another video. So this is the last part of my video, I guess. So I'm watering all the plants that I do have here in the house, and I started planting these chilies that I got from a friend of mine. And then of course I'm going to slice again another smoothie for my husband this day or the next day because he really loves my smoothie, and started peeling it. And the first banana is not good, so of course I do have red currant here, and of course I added the honey so it tastes sweeter a little bit, and then I blended it, and then I added a crunch of ice. And of course I do have here a popcorn, so I pop it in the microwave, and then this is my snack already. And my husband is not going to eat it, but he will eat or have his smoothie. And I'm not so happy in this one because I burned the popcorn. And that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.